Imagine this. Robots don't just assist us, they replace us. Industries vanish, millions lose their jobs, and machines outperform humans in almost everything. It sounds like a plot from a dystopian movie, but as Elon Musk and Joe Rogan recently discussed, it's becoming our reality. The question is, are we ready? And if we're not, what happens next?
One thing that a lot of people are concerned about is the potential disruption that's going to come about with automation and AI. That a lot of these jobs, manufacturing jobs, Teamsters, all that stuff, is going to be eliminated.
Joe opened the conversation with a hard-hitting question, cutting straight to the point. AI and robotics are already replacing jobs. Truck drivers, factory workers, even customer service reps. What happens when this trend accelerates? How do people cope with not just losing income, but losing purpose? Elon's response was sobering. Joe, this isn't something that might happen. It's happening now, and it's going to accelerate. In 15 to 20 years, most physical labor jobs will be handled by robots. And AI isn't stopping there. It's coming for intellectual jobs too. Lawyers, doctors, programmers, even artists. This is a massive societal shift, and it's coming faster than most people realize.
I think everyone's going to have their own personal robot. And I think at a certain point, wouldn't you want to have your own personal C-3PO R2-D2?
Now think about that for a moment. In just one generation, entire industries could be automated. Self-driving trucks already exist, and companies like Tesla are leading the way with autonomous vehicle technology. Factories are transitioning to automated assembly lines, reducing the need for human workers. Even creative fields like graphic design and content writing are being infiltrated by tools like DALL-E and GPT-4. AI doesn't just replace workers, it redefines what work even means. Joe pressed further. But Elon, this isn't just about losing jobs, right? People work because it gives them purpose. What happens to society when machines do everything better than humans? Elon nodded thoughtfully. That's the real challenge. Humans need purpose. If robots and AI take over, we'll have to figure out what gives life meaning in a world where work is optional. Universal basic income might cover the financial gap, but it won't solve the existential one. Universal basic income, UBI, has been a hot topic among futurists and economists, with proponents like Andrew Yang advocating for it as a safety net in an automated world. But as Elon pointed out, money alone doesn't replace the sense of purpose that comes from contributing to society. Without meaningful work, depression, and societal unrest could become widespread. Joe shifted the conversation. Okay, but let's get specific. What about creative jobs? Are artists and musicians safe, or is AI coming for them too? Elon didn't hesitate. Joe, AI is already generating art, music, and even screenplays. Tools like DALL-E can create stunning images, and AI music composers are producing tracks that rival human creativity. No job is truly safe. AI doesn't get tired, it doesn't need sleep, and it doesn't stop improving. This isn't hyperbole. Companies like OpenAI are pushing the boundaries of what AI can create. GPT-4 can write essays, generate scripts, and even simulate human conversations with uncanny accuracy. Meanwhile, AI-generated art has reached the point where it's winning competitions, sparking debates about the role of creativity in an AI-dominated future. Joe leaned back, visibly unsettled. So if AI is better at everything, thinking, creating, even innovating, what's left for us?
Watch some rich person walk down the street of New York City flanked by two giant Tesla robots, Jack Tesla robots that were there to protect you.
But they're just fully robots.
Somebody fully robot there to protect you from a bad neighborhood.
Yeah.
That would be very interesting.
Elon's response was chilling. That's the question, isn't it? If AI surpasses human intelligence in every way, what role do we play? This is why I started Neuralink, to help humans keep up. Neuralink is Elon Musk's ambitious project to merge human brains with AI. Joe, always the skeptic, asked the obvious question. Okay, Elon, let's talk about Neuralink. You're saying we merge with AI instead of competing with it, but doesn't that make us less human? Are we even ourselves if our thoughts are integrated with machines? Elon acknowledged the paradox. Joe, Neuralink isn't about replacing humanity. It's about enhancing it. Imagine being able to think a question and instantly know the answer. or being able to communicate without speaking. Neuralink isn't about losing what makes us human. It's about amplifying it. But if we don't do this, we risk being left behind entirely. The idea of merging with AI is both thrilling and terrifying. On one hand, it could lead to superintelligence, humans with unparalleled cognitive abilities. On the other, it raises profound ethical questions. What happens to individuality, privacy, freedom? Are we prepared to hand over control of our minds to technology? Joe wasn't convinced. But Elon, let's be real. Neuralink might help some people keep up with AI, but it's not going to be accessible to everyone. Doesn't that just widen the gap between the haves and have-nots? Elon nodded. That's a real concern. If only the wealthy can afford Neuralink or personal robots, we risk creating a two-tier society. AI and robotics must be democratized, or we'll see inequality like we've never seen before. Joe then turned the discussion toward personal robots, something Elon had casually predicted in a previous interview. You've said that one day everyone will have their own robot. What does that look like? Is it like having a smartphone, but smarter? Elon smiled. Exactly. Imagine a personal assistant that can cook for you, clean your house, or even protect you. It'll be like having your own R2-D2 or C3PO. But it's not just about convenience. It's about companionship. For some people, these robots might even become friends. Joe laughed, picturing the scenario. So I could walk through New York City, flanked by 2 Terminators? Restaurants banning robots at the door? No bots allowed. The humor was a welcome break, but the implications were serious. Personal robots could revolutionize daily life, but they could also create new challenges, privacy concerns, dependence on machines, and even ethical questions about robot rights. Joe brought the conversation back to the risks. Okay, Elon, we've talked about the benefits, but what about the dangers? AI is already being used for manipulation, elections, propaganda, deepfakes. How do we stop it from drowning society in misinformation? Elon's tone grew serious. Joe, we're already seeing this. AI algorithms are spreading fake news faster than we can stop it. Deepfakes are so realistic that even experts can't tell what's real. If we don't regulate AI and demand transparency, it could destabilize democracies and erode trust in everything we see or hear. Studies back this up. According to MIT, false information spreads 6 times faster on platforms driven by AI algorithms. And as deep fake technology becomes more accessible, the potential for harm grows exponentially.
Would recur because just the physics of how it's built.
This is deepfake example of what is possible with powerful computer and editing. It took around...
Imagine a world where you can't trust your own eyes or ears. That world is closer than you think. Joe paused, clearly unsettled. So what do we do? How do we make sure AI helps us instead of destroying us? Elon offered a glimmer of hope. Joe, it's not too late. We need to regulate AI, demand ethical guidelines, and invest in technologies that align with human values. But most importantly, we need to focus on what makes us unique: our creativity, empathy, and ability to innovate. Joe closed the conversation with a sobering thought. The wave is coming, folks. AI is reshaping our world faster than we can comprehend. The question is, will we guide it, or will it guide us? Let us know what you think. Are you excited for the future of AI, or does it scare the hell out of you? Hit that like button, subscribe, and stay curious.